would you say would be the reason for that?
Health, all health.
Really?
Yeah, so he had a pretty significant injury that he sat out with, and it wasn't something that you could really work on while he's rehabbing. So a lot of things slipped. So he came back into the lineup as healthy but not right, and then got really sick in Florida, and he carried that for a good 7 to 10 days, I think. And since he's back, so now he's healthy. He's got enough time on the ice that he feels back to being physically normal through the sickness, and that for me is the. Matty's just such an incredibly competitive guy. So when he plays, and you notice it in the effort level, that if that's not there, he just doesn't look right. It's almost extreme in terms of his intensity on the ice, and he hasn't been right. He hasn't been healthy, and now he is.
Was combining him with Blake and Brian, was that something you thought of for a while?
Prior to it, I mean, it would make sense when there was enough chemistry between Laine, Scheifele, and Ehlers that you're looking, Blake and Brian have always had something there. You're looking for a guy that can do a little bit of everything, help Blake on the forecheck because he's in on it so much, and then make enough plays to, and they also will draw the other team's top 4D, and they're going to draw a lot of times the checking, so you need somebody with experience there, and you need him healthy. He needs to be at the peak of his game to play against those and to excel.
Andre Pavlik okay? Wasn't in the game to escape, maybe got sick or something?
No, we had an optional skate today. I just can't get enough guys to take the option out.
It's unusual maybe for a goalie though not to want that morning puck.
No, not in terms of, so we're trying to practice as many on our off days now as we can because we just haven't been able to this year. We would encourage it, whatever a goaltender needs, but he's fine.
How close do you think your team is to finding and sticking to the identity you want?
I think there have been pieces of that all year in our game, and we've suffered through some inconsistencies from our net out that have held us back, and we're at 5 guys out of our lineup, but that's a major deterrent. When you factor in the games that Jake missed and the games that Toby Enstrom was, we're over 200, and that's a big number in this league. Like St. Louis, I haven't checked that. St. Louis was running around 60 to 70. That really affects how you look on a consistent basis. So as we hopefully get more and more healthy, we'll be able to look more and more like a lot harder than we thought he'd be able to. That wasn't his first, so he was cleared a day earlier and had a full practice. Just we didn't have our team on it. It was a game day, so he went full on the day before. But yesterday was a day he went full on plus. So we tried to push him as hard as we possibly could just before he threw up, and he got through it hard. He worked at it, and he feels really good. So he's been banging on the door a little bit here. He's feeling strong, feeling ready. If we weren't playing San Jose tomorrow, if it wasn't back-to-back, we would have considered him for this game. We felt we needed to push him as hard as we did just to clear up any concerns that we would have. And I wouldn't do that to anybody, that practice and then back-to-back nights. We wouldn't do that to anybody. So he's very, very close.
So as of now, do you consider him potentially an option?
I consider him an option for tomorrow, yes.
Coach, you touched upon